John Wayne Thomas died Sunday due to COVID-19. There will be an immediate family-only service held at Curtis & Son Funeral Home in Sylacauga, burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. I'll be officiating that service. Mr. Thomas died at the age of 84. In lieu of flowers, you may consider donating to Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Fond memories and expressions of sympathy can be shared at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. William Carroll, age 80, of Vincent, died Monday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. Dora Pilot funeral service will be Thursday, September 9th at 1 o'clock from Community Funeral Home Chapel in Sylacauga. Burial in the Rising Star Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation is today, 1 until 7 at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Tony Kelly, age 65, of Sylacauga, is today at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Joe Kelly officiating. Burial in the Talladega Springs Cemetery. Mr. Kelly died Sunday, September 5th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Linda Hunter will be 11 o'clock this morning at Great Bethel Baptist Church in Alexander City, with burial in the Armours Memorial Garden in Alexander City. Armours Memorial Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Memorial service for Delana R. Stick Blackwood, age 83, is Thursday at 11 a.m. from Fayetteville United Methodist Church, with Brother John Limbaugh officiating. The family will receive friends at 10 a.m. at the church. A graveside service will follow Thursday in Cleveland United Methodist Church Cemetery in Cleveland, Alabama at 2:30. Brother Lloyd Gibbs officiating. Mr. Blackwood died Sunday at his residence. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, in charge of the arrangements. Funeral service for Mr. Ronnie Brown will be Friday at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Brother Jeff Harris officiating. Burial in the Childersburg City Cemetery. Mr. Brown died Sunday at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Private family service for Mr. Ricardo Ricky Eaton, age 57, will be Friday at Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary. The Reverend Jerry Jones is a eulogist. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral arrangements for Suzette Fluker of Talladega will be announced by S.M. Goodson Funeral Home. Ms. Fluker died on Monday. Funeral arrangements to be announced too for Joyce H. Maddox, age 64. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home Crematory in Talladega announcing those arrangements. Ms. Maddox died September 3rd. Memorial service for Mary Ellen Broughton Beck Parks will be held virtually via Zoom on September the 11th. Robert Barclay will officiate that service at 1 o'clock. Anyone interested in attending should contact the family. Lisa K. Willis, age 54, died Monday. A private family service will be held at Center Hill United Methodist Church at 2 o'clock on Friday. In lieu of flowers, a family asset contribution will be made to your local animal shelter or a charity of your one's choice. Memorial message may be sent to radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. And S.M. Goodson Funeral Home in Talladega announcing the funeral arrangements for Portis Wright, age 53, who passed away on Thursday, September the 2nd. S.M. Goodson Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. In other obituary news this morning, brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Clara Stidham died yesterday at her residence in Childersburg. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Mr. Jimmy Stacy died at Coosa Valley Medical Center yesterday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Susan Harmon died at the age of 67 on Monday night at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing the arrangements. And Ruth Williams died last night at her residence. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. This obituary report this morning brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.